Good morning. I am waiting for Steve. We must be having technical difficulties this morning, but um, can't be that difficult, right? So it's all good. Let me see who's all out of here this morning. If we must be having technical having my own technical difficulties. So we'll see what's happening. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and talk about Steve, even though he's not here, so I can tell you what a great guy. Steve's in Florida. He's been a speaker for quite some time. He brings a great sense of humor to his teachings on how to speak well and in public, what to say well, good words. And he's been doing this for several years. He does live coaching events as well as online, and he's just a joy to know. So hopefully he'll get a chance to join us if something hopefully hasn't happened, but either way, we'll make sure that I get him back. So I guess you're kind of stuck with me. I hope somebody say hi in the comments, and I'll keep watching. So I hope everybody's doing okay this morning. I'm doing good, y'all. It is still so hot. I know it's hot all over the country, but hey, I can complain over here in Houston when we just don't get below those triple digits these days. So therefore, you get like this weird hair and lots of things that are just not of high value to complain about, right? First world problems. So yeah, I hope Steve gets to join us. I'm going to do him a favor, guys, and put our guys and ladies and put his link here in the comments. I'm concerned, but he's so funny. He's probably pulling a joke on me for all I know. So anyways, so happy Thursday. I'll be doing my own show next week. So here's a preview of it, right? And talking about how much this last month has been crazy fun. Lots of engagement. And guess what, y'all? I came on because this is episode 25. I started this off for fun and really to practice being here, being present, also because my clients want to know like how to do this and how to be authentic and be themselves. So of course you got to model it, right? Hey, Yolanda, I'm so happy to see you. Muhammad, hi, welcome. Good to see you. So you got to have to roll with the punches, right? And so if you haven't tried it and you have LinkedIn Live, just do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You sit here and like talk and yes, there's glitches. So I'll tell you what I use. I use this Restream right now. Now I just had a really great podcaster kind of give me a review and help me. And one of the things you always want to do is grow, right? And learn. And so he started talking to me and telling me that there was another alternative. So I may be trying that as well. I think that this particular platform is a little bit difficult to enter the studio because it'll ask you many questions like, do you want to pair your channels and different things like that. I actually did this one I said I copied it without pairing the channels. I'm not sure. So I think ease of use, right, for the guest is the most important thing. So that's something that, as I'm learning in the 25th episode, that I'll, kind of figure out, kind of work with. So I say all that may be part of the hiccup this morning. I don't know. We've had great communication. So y'all just send good thoughts to Steve because like I say, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but he is super fun. So hopefully he'll be able to jump on. But if not, y'all know I can talk to you. And especially my Yolanda. Yolanda, will you come on my show one day? You are so fantastic. Always show up. You've got to be like just one of the most supportive people. So I just can't give you enough of a shout out. Um, and we've been tracking together, goodness, what, couple years, right? For the Who Do You Know show and everything. And so isn't it funny how we get to know people out in the interwebs, out online, and you feel like you know them, even if you've never really had the conversations. Like, if they said, "Hey, I need to talk to you," I feel like you'd feel like I do. Feel like you had talked to them for a while. Like, it would be like a warm old friend calling you, and you'd be like, "Sure, yeah, let's have that conversation." Um, or maybe that's just Southern. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. I think people have warmed up to this virtual friendships, right? Virtual communication, and I think it's certainly not going anywhere. It just keeps expanding. Starting to get interested in that Web3 stuff, like in this whole being a virtual person, and it's very interesting. So I definitely am going to have to get somebody on to talk about that because I don't get it. So we'll have to grill them and ask them what that's all about. But I have a friend that actually sells real estate in Web3 in the metaverse. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But hey, super cool. And let me get chatty here. So, anyways, again, I don't know. Poor Steve. I hope he's doing fine. But yeah, I'm doing great. So, although while I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I do have some openings. I'd really like to onboard a couple more clients and get to working with them and help them grow. Um, the things I've done in the last couple of years to just learn the systems and processes and take trainings and be surrounded with good people has really helped me with the clients that I work with and boost them up. Now, a lot of them, I'm their, secret ghost in the machine, and I'm perfectly fine with that because this is my time to talk and be upfront and forward. So I also, I guess I should remind you too that I do work really hard to help people in their job search. I partner and work with an executive search firm, EBC Associates with Liz Capance. She's my mentor friend and just an incredibly awesome lady. And so anytime I can, I want to find clients or job searchers, help them get placed, share the job postings, and we have a fantastic networking group. It meets today on Thursdays. It's an executive private networking meeting, and where we get people together. We talk about the job search problems and issues, and we bring speakers in, and really try to help with that and keep people encouraged, answer questions about interviews and stuff like that. So that's something. If you send me a direct message, I can send you an invite for the first one, in that executive networking meeting today, again with Liz Pants at EBC. So there's a plug there. Then the other networking group is also Erudite's group. That's also with Liz Capance. She's super cool. Again, and so that group meets on Tuesdays. Another executive business group. And if you're interested in that, it can send you a direct message as well. Another thing. Okay. So I'm going to talk for like 5 more minutes. And that is that, y'all, I know I probably mentioned Main Street Ministries before. That's located here in Houston. Houston was written up recently in the New York Times for our really good success. Now, of course, our success is nominal in the real world in a sense, but we were written up. Great podcast about our attack on homelessness and creating real solutions. So That's a big deal too. Super fantastic. Being a part of Main Street, we work with housing stability as well as Operation ID, helps people get their IDs if for some reason they have been, um, had to flee, if they've been incarcerated. There's many, many reasons they may not have their ID, so we help them with that as well as working with other agencies for housing placement, but mostly about stability, complete stability. So this is something that it's like I think I talked about on my own live a few weeks ago, is stability for those people that typically aren't on LinkedIn, right? Because they are really working day to day to make it, and to get just a smidgen better life, one little step at a time. And it can be a pretty difficult process because in the background, it sounds and it seems like, oh, there's so many resources, and why can't someone just do it? And why can't they, all the things? Well, it's complicated, is the best answer. A lot of things have to do with the qualifications and the availability. And there are times that there can be grants that the funding is on hold due to however they're having to dish them out, what the state requires, what federal requires. All of those things can create a real block to get the funds to the actual people that need it. And no, it is not to, lead them along or all these things. Sometimes the difference of someone being stable and in their housing is the difference of whether their car broke down or not, or whether their child got sick and they had to miss just a few days of work. That can literally bring them to a full crisis halt, right? So stability is really having more than that kind of process where they have a place to, live that's affordable, and also where they have emotional help and growth and mindset, to be able to think past the emergency that's happening right then. So that's something that's happening too. Again, so that's really, really cool, and I'd love to share that article with you. Sherry Phillips from last week, she had shared. I hadn't even seen it, from the New York Times about that in the podcast, and so it was really good. So if you think Houston isn't great for some reason, we totally are because I live here and it's hot, but a lot of good things that we are doing to, make a difference with our homeless population. The outreach and the care and concern, there's no lines for that. There's no dividing lines like political lines and all the things. We have a tremendous heart, for that, like for getting people, not just here, but getting them ahead, something else that Main Street's signature offerings and programs is getting ahead. And so it's so important. But I think about that when we come all the way full circle, right, to our business, and that just being a part of those kind of things and seeing the difference of people making a effort to up level their circumstances reminds me of how it's so easy for us to do that. We have a lot of advantages just being here on LinkedIn. Look at this. I get to talk to you live, which is so crazy, although my thing isn't playing. But it's just so, isn't that crazy? It's called live, and I get nervous. I'm talking a lot, but I wanted to share all those things. So who knows what I'll talk about next week. Um, but y- just a lot of good things going on. That's why I love bringing guests on. So again, I'm worried about Steve, but I know we'll reconnect and I'll get him on here and you guys will really enjoy him. Super fun. Um, Speaker and has just a great sense of humor. And so I'll look forward to having him back. Things happen. I don't get, ruffled or anything because, you know, again, things happen. Um, so I hope everybody has a super fantastic day. Yolanda, let's talk. And yeah, any questions? Anybody out there? All my people that are watching, I appreciate you. Appreciate you being a part of this, and you know supporting me and all that, and allowing me to continue to do this, and my practice. So I'm going to send a Thursday networking tip. I think I'm going to do, Yolanda, I think I'm going to do my acronym. I have a Thursday acronym too, speaking right to you. And so I think I'm going to send that one back out from a post today, since we didn't get the guest on. So I want to tell you, oh, thanks so much. You are so super sweet. I appreciate you very much for listening to me ramble on. You guys, so thank you for being here and showing up and understanding things happen. What'd you have for breakfast? I know, right? Well, you see those pancakes? Yeah, I totally love pancakes. I don't know who that is. I guess I'm not connected because it just shows LinkedIn user. So I'm not sure. So be sure we connect. But let me just tell you, yeah, I had I made pancakes on Saturday, so I always keep a few. And yeah, heat those bad boys up and eat them, because that's what, okay, I'll tell y'all, and that's what came up with my inspiration on Breakfast Bite of Insight was because I love breakfast that much. I love to eat breakfast. I know that's not the most popular thing now with intermittent fasting and all that. But I went to bed without food, so I got up this morning and have some breakfast. But I'm gonna tell you, and then I have to look at this, this thing I made with the pancakes, and then I'm just stay hungry for pancakes. But yes, I love some pancakes. Oh, you love my Wednesday post? Thank you so much. Don't you feel like in the middle of the week, Wednesdays, we have to kind of perk it up because, we've been beaten around the head Monday and Tuesday already. And so Wednesday, it's like, hey, let's get it together. What type of pancakes do you like? Oh, now I have to really tell. I I make them straight out of the box, Yolanda. I make like Hungry Jack or Aunt Jemima. Now, sprinkle a little smidge of cinnamon in there, and then when you're cooking them, you gotta sprout all that butter on the griddle, and so you get like a little crispy edge to them. Now I'm telling all my secrets, and just gonna have pan, right? Eat the syrup. You gotta have syrup. Now there's some really good sugar-free syrups, and all the things, but man, I love some syrup. The good news is I don't see my health coach that I work with on here, so don't tell. Y'all don't tell it. He's eating my pancakes, but he knows I'm going to do it. So, what kind do you like, Yolanda? Regular pancakes? I don't know. They don't have to get fancy for me. Oh, I put blueberries in mine the other day, though. I did do that. When the batter's like still kind of skillet, and I put some, blueberries in there, and those are pretty. That's yummy. So, and you know what else? Once in a while, I put pecans in there, and no, I don't say it any different than pecan. I'll put some of those in there, when I want to get fancy with my pancakes. But usually, there's plain old pancakes. Throw some butter and some syrup on there, and have a good day. And obviously, you need a side of bacon or sausage or both. And if it's weekend, make some scrambled eggs. I mean, it's healthy. ish. It's breakfast. I don't know. You said so. LinkedIn user. Who is that person? Is that Muhammad? Oh, Muhammad. Um, I was gonna say throw some Houston in that breakfast. I hear you. That's right. Well, I could probably cook those pancakes right out on the sidewalk. I guarantee you about noon today. So, anyways, kept y'all's time and let you diddle daddle this morning, listen to me ramble on. Uh, Yolanda makes them from scratch and strawberry jam. In the car, I'm on my way for them homemade pancakes. Yum! That sounds good. Now I've told on myself, and you make them from scratch. You definitely are going to have to get on here and have a conversation with Go and talk about pancakes. So that's fantastic. Listen, it's Thursday. We're going to make it till Friday, and then we're going to make it to the weekend. A fantastic time for sure. Stay cool. Keep your tempers cool if y'all are in Texas or anywhere else that's extremely hot these days. Um, there's a spider. I'm not even joking. Wait a minute. I can't make it up. Okay, it must be time for me to go do things and be productive. Listen, stay cool. Watch out for spiders. Stay cool. Keep your tempers down. Be friendly. Be kind. Uh, it's the best thing you can do every single day. Wake up, throw a big smile on somebody they matter, and you know, just have a great day. Thanks so much for showing up and spending this silly time with me. Y'all have a wonderful. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.